Hello. Okay, looks good. All right, looks like we are live everywhere. Good morning. Happy new week, everyone. I hope everyone had a good weekend and that you are ready and refreshed for your Monday. I have some gardening plans today, some farmers market plans today, some packing and shipping orders plans today. So I'm looking forward to a great practice to get my day started. And as it so happens, this week is my 6-year anniversary of receiving Oshun. I bow to Oshun. There is nowhere that it is not known that Oshun is as mighty as a king. She dances and takes the crown. She dances without asking. She arrives and trouble is appeased. She shakes her bracelets to come to the dance. She dances in the depths of richness. The water sounds like the bracelets of Oshun. We call to her and she answers with wisdom. She can heal what the doctor can't. The Orisha who heals with cool water. We can stay in the world without fear. And as I've mentioned before, there is this Bee Oracle deck, which was designed by Angie Twidall of the UK. And we're working with this deck this year. It's a really pretty concept deck with hexagonal cards. And in a few months, there's going to actually be the publication of an African goddess oracle, which I've pre-ordered, and that will be our deck for Oshun for next year. Oh, today, again, we're with the Bee Priestess of India. She came up last week as well. And the key words for this card are abundance, lightness, and centeredness. When we are centered and calm, there is no fear, and a state of being arises. There is total harmony in all. Look at your spiritual practice. Do you have one? Seek out the wisdom of the bee as a spiritual teacher and guide. Use the bee breath as a meditation tool and call upon Lalita to help you and guide you. Lalita is, of course, one of the many names of the goddess. And the bee breath is a humming, buzzing breath that you do to try to, entrain with the bees, connect with the sacred spirit of the bee. I've been dedicated to bee for over a decade and studying its ways. And it's because I'm allergic to them. And so growing up, I was always afraid of bees. I was afraid of getting stung. I was afraid they'd hurt me because if I got stung, I'd have to go to the hospital, and I didn't want that. And at a certain point in my shamanic journey of life, I discovered that if you have that kind of a fearful relationship with a creature, it might be because that creature has a certain medicine for you or a certain, way of helping you or healing you. So I started to research apitherapy, and I started to take every day a little bit of bee pollen, honey, occasionally taking royal jelly, as a way to get my body to really understand that the bee was not something to be afraid of. And I think that it has helped with my allergic response, definitely helped with my environmental allergies when I eat local honey. But it's also helped me to come to understand how much power there is in tiny beings. That the tiny beings in our world actually exert so much power. We tend to think of like the lion or the eagle or, the elephant as, or the whale as being, really strong messengers. But the little ones, the bee, the spider, the mosquito, they can command a whole room. They are very, very powerful. If you've ever gotten up in the middle of the night because you felt a spider crawling on you, or tried to sleep with a mosquito in the room, or if you've ever been out gardening and gotten near a bush full of bees, those little ones are really powerful. So I think that, one of the things that Starhawk says in the spiral dance is where there's fear, there's power. So maybe there's something that you feel a little bit afraid of or makes you feel a little bit nervous. Today, let's see if that thing that makes us fearful or nervous might actually be a source of wisdom and power for us. It doesn't have to have, a big presence to have a big message. So that's our short bit for today, if that's what you were here for. Being present for the messages from our fears, great and small. And now let's begin Guanyin practice. We're going to start with 3 prostrations before the shrine. And let's take refuge. Namo Guru Be. I take refuge in the inner teacher. Namo Buddhaye. I take refuge in the great mother of compassion. Namo Dharmaye. I take refuge in the wisdom of the ages. Namo Sanghaye. I take refuge in the community of practitioners. And let's set our intention, a person, place, situation, or circumstance that will benefit from today's practice. And today we're going to hold Ellie, who has been struggling with a lot of pain, and Nikki, who is struggling with a lot of pain in a recovery from a surgery. We're holding Lama's husband, who had a massive heart attack but survived last night and is now recovering. And anyone else who is dealing with pain, loss, or grief today. And let's recite the 4 immeasurables. May I be a source of loving kindness in this world and all worlds, bringing a generous heart to all my thoughts and doings. May I be a vehicle of compassion in this world and all worlds, ever mindful and aware of the tremendous suffering of others. May I be a brimming vessel of joy in this world and all worlds, delighting in the happiness of others as their suffering is alleviated. May I be a balance point of equanimity in this world and all worlds, seeing all as equals and all as deserving of goodness. I light this candle as a symbol of the enlightening Dharma way. May it shine brightly for the benefit of all beings. I light this incense as an offering for Guanxin, she who hears the cries of the world, mother of all. Omahum. 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 Oh, okay. Omahum. 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 Reverently, I prostrate with my body, speech, and mind, and present clouds of every type of offering, actual and virtual. I confess all my destructive actions accumulated since beginningless time, and rejoice in the meditation of all holy and ordinary beings. Please, Guanyin, remain until the end of samsaric existence, and turn the wheel of Dharma for sentient beings. I dedicate my own merits and those of others to the great enlightenment. 108 recitations now of Namo Guanxin Pusa, as we call out to she who helps us compassionately confront our fears. And I see that, yes. And I did, Lisa mentioned Mike last week, who passed, and Larry, Danielle's uncle Larry, who passed this morning. So let's hold them as well, Mike and Larry. 108 recitations of Namo Guanxin Pusa, awakening that fearless compassion in our own hearts. Namo Guanxin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxin Pusa. Namo Guanxin Pusa, Namo Guanxin Pusa, Namo Guanxin Pusa, Namo Guanxin Pusa, Namo Guan Shi Yin 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 Pusa. Namo Guan Shi Yin Pusa, 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 Namo Guan Shi Yin Pusa. Namo Guan Shi Yin Pusa, 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 Namo Guan Shi Yin Pusa. Namo Guan Shi Yin Pusa, 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 Namo Guan Shi Yin Pusa. Namo Guan Shi Yin Pusa, 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 Namo Guan Shi Yin Pusa. Namo Guan Shi Yin Pusa, 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 Namo Guan Shi Yin Pusa. Namo Guan Shi Yin Pusa, 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 Namo Guan Shi Yin Pusa. Namo Guan Shi Yin Pusa, 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 Namo Guan Shi Yin Pusa. Namo Guan Shi Yin Pusa, 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 Namo Guan Shi Yin Pusa. Namo Guan Shi Yin Pusa, 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 Namo Guan Shi Yin Pusa. Namo Guan Shi Yin Pusa, Namo Guanxin 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 Pusa. And the brief wind horse practice of Tara by Patrul Rinpoche. Lume choksum chidang jitsun ma galyum pakma drome jintu yi daki itsitso pelchor nyandraknam yornu dadang yarji sushindu kepar kaje wangtang lungta nam yampa sushing chitu gawalong chije lekpe lamdu drawalong tsering leme dedang tenchu shi. Through the blessing and power of the unfailing Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, and of Jetsunma, mother of the Buddha's noble Tara, may our lifespan, merit, prosperity, and renown increase like a waxing moon, like a rising summer lake. Especially may our good fortune, Wangtang and Windhorse, be healed when they weaken, rejoined when interrupted, raised up when sinking down. May whatever we do turn out well, and may long life, good health, peace, and happiness be ours. Lume choksum chidang jetsun ma galyum pakma drome jintu yi daki tsetso paljor nyandrak nam yarnu dadang yarji soshindu kepar kaje wangtang lungta nam nyampa soshing chetu gawa long chije lekpe lamdu drowa dang sering leme neme dedang denjur shi. Hear the train out there. We'll just chant along with the train. 108 recitations of Om Mani Padme Hum, sending out the honey in our hearts to all who are suffering as a balm for their struggle. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 And let's give thanks for our teachers. May all of my blessed teachers enjoy long, happy, healthy, productive lives and great support for their good works. May all beings benefit from their wisdom. May they enjoy a swift and happy rebirth. and long life prayer for Lama Dechen Yeshu Wangmo. Om Swasti. Through the powerful blessings of the immortal Pema Jungye and his consort, may the three secret qualities of the Dakini of Supreme Bliss Yeshu Wangmo be utterly stable, and may the light of her activities shine on the lotus groves of the teachings and of beings, so that they blossom in radiant splendor. And let's dedicate the merit. May the merit of this practice and all of my activities be of endless benefit to all beings in all realms, beginningless and continuous. May all obstacles be overcome and suffering cease at the sound of liberation. May all beings be free from suffering and its causes. May all beings have happiness and its causes. May we carry the essence of Guanyin in our hearts. Namo Guan Shiyan Pusa. And we close with a bow to Guanyin, bow to one another, and bow to the inner teacher. And Ellie says, oh, my house is called Beeswatch and is full of hexagons in honor of the bees. I think it's fitting that I found you when you're working with this deck. And then she goes on to say it's been a tough morning with medical tests and she had a hard time, but that she's grateful for the skills and care of her medical team and that she can, have that care for her body as she attends to the sacred workings of her own soul. All love to you, Ellie, and all love to everybody who's chanted today. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 folks telling me their counts. So please make sure to post your 108 if you chanted along with me today. And otherwise, I will be back tomorrow. Take care and have a really good day, everybody. Happy New Week. Bye-bye.